Good afternoon. I'm Lauren Baker in for Juliet Dragus.
And I'm Elena Holland. First at 5, the wait continues as the jury deliberates in the trial of Christopher Schurr. The 12-member panel, made up of 8 women and 4 men, has been reviewing the evidence for 3 days now.
We last heard from them yesterday when they told the judge, Christina Mims, they were deadlocked and unable to reach a decision. She sent them back to keep working toward a consensus.
We start with 13 Side's Josh Albertus, who joins us now live from outside the courthouse. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Elena. Hi, Lauren. Well, yesterday, if you remember, another piece of this was that there was a lot of tension outside the courthouse as the jury was still deliberating. We had kind of the convergence of the two different groups of protesters. I want to step out of the frame now and show you what's happening now. You know, we still have a lot of these protesters, but the tension's certainly not at the kind of level we saw yesterday, but people still coming out after what happened to still kind of make their voices heard, kind of speak out on this. Here's what they had to say today about why they're coming out.
I don't know. I hope society figures it out.
Another day coming to a close in the trial of former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schurr, charged with murder in the death of Patrick Lyoya. The jury still without a verdict as of Wednesday afternoon. Meanwhile, outside the courthouse,
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
Demonstrations continuing.
I don't get it because he was on the floor. If he was on the floor, there was no reason to pull the trigger.
Looking at that video, he had to make a decision, and I believe that he was in fear of death.
Just a day earlier, this same sidewalk had become a tense scene.
Friday, Monday, totally fine. No intermingling with, other protesters. Yesterday, I had a very heightened awareness, and I just felt uneasy.
One person was arrested for fighting, according to police. As officers moved in, powder flew and tensions reached their highest point in the now week-long trial. But that didn't stop groups from reappearing on Wednesday to speak out. People like this demonstrator, who said prior to retiring, she worked for GRPD for 29 years.
I have nothing but love for everybody involved, and I am very sorry that they lost somebody in their life, but I also see how much the Schurr family is also losing.
And others as young as 11 years old.
That was wrong for the officer. Now imagine if that was your family member, you would be sad.
With a verdict still to be seen, she sought a future of support for police and those in the force she once served. He sought a future where his children wouldn't have a fear of those entrusted with the law.
I would hope for them to be able to not be feared in their eyes when they see cops rolling down the street.
And of course, now this day wrapping up without a verdict, so we are now expecting, we have heard, we didn't know at first, but we are expecting this to continue tomorrow rather than next week, so we will be back here tomorrow and see if then there will or will not be a verdict in this case. For now, outside the Kent County Courthouse, Josh Albertus, 13 on your side.